We are just 4 days away from when Texas voters can start casting their ballots during the early election.
Yes, and before making your voice heard, Harris County elections officials say it's best to plan ahead.
Victor Jacobo joins us live. Officials want voters to be ready. How are they preparing?
Yeah, they say they are ready. Election officials say they are prepared for what's expected to be a high number of early voters this year. Early voting sites across the county are set to be fully staffed on Monday. That is when early voting kicks off and runs through November 1st. Now officials say it's time for you, the voter, to make a plan to get ready.
There are 12 days of early voting upon us and 144 hours of voting opportunities.
Election season is kicking into high gear. Harris County Clerk Tanisha Hudspeth says about 77% of county voters early voted in the 2020 presidential election. She expects similar numbers this year.
I do believe we're going to see 70%, maybe even more early voting this election cycle.
Hudspeth says now is the time for voters to make a plan.
It's all about vote now, know how.
One way the clerk's office is spreading the word is by launching this billboard campaign that you'll start seeing around Harris County, encouraging voters to make a plan to either vote early or on election day.
These billboards have already generated over 1 million market impressions. By the time we get to election day, they will have generated over 19 million market impressions.
Harris County election leaders say they are ready for the influx of voters casting ballots early, with voters being able to go to any of more than 80 early voting sites throughout the county during early voting.
Election workers are prepared. There are hundreds of trainings that have been taking place since the month of September to prepare all of our election judges, workers, and individuals who will make sure that this election process works.
That includes preparations to avoid polling place problems, like ordering more voting equipment earlier this year and implementing safeguards to prevent issues like a lack of paper.
Our office did a software upgrade that reduced the amount of paper that voters have to print, so that is helpful for the dynamic, and we've ordered more than an abundance of paper.
The clerk's office says they have already received thousands of mail-in ballots, including from an astronaut. The office encourages people to keep track of the ballot's progress.
You should know that tracking guideline lets voters know when we received your application and approved it, when we sent your mail ballot to you in the mail, and when we received the mail ballot back.
Now, if you are eligible to cast your ballot via a mail-in ballot, October 25th is the last day to request a ballot in order to do that. Harris County Clerk Tanisha Hudspeth says 99% of the county is only going to require one page on their ballot. Some are going to require 2 pieces of paper to do that. If it's a one-page ballot, it's only going to require 1 forever stamp to mail that back. If it's a 2-page ballot, it's going to require 2 forever stamps in order to do that. All of your questions about voting in this upcoming election can be answered in our KHOU 11 voter guide. You can find that on our website, khou.com. And I'm reporting live in Houston, Victor Jacobo, KHOU 11 News.